Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, if you have not heard, what's running the news right now is the story of the 21-year-old who raped the 6-year-old. I don't know if you've seen this story. I actually came across the story for the first time yesterday. A lot of people are actually quite mad about this whole story and how it's unfolding. There's quite a lot of few things that people are mad at. Firstly, people are mad at the fact that the identity of the person is being withheld, which apparently is being cited as law, but because that's not usually how black criminals are treated, people are quite mad. Also, the second reason why people are mad is that the reporting on the story is quite wrongful. It's like, you know how they usually cover murder stories in America and then they end up blaming the victims, and then when it's white murderers and serial killers, they paint them as like a docile, mentally ill people, whereas black mentally ill people are called monsters and all these things, and they attribute it to drug use and all that, which is funny enough. This boy, this 21-year-old, whose name is Nicholas Nino, was actually found with possession of drugs. So this is quite interesting. People are mad at the fact of how it's all painted. Like the Daily Dispatch released an article on this, and instead of using a closer resemblance of what the person or the politics are of this particular issue, they used a picture of a black man's hands in handcuffs, whereas it's just because we already know of like the hypersexualization of the black male, and also how they paint it out to be monsters and all that. So for news publications to be playing along to this as if it's not a racially charged issue is problematic. If it's a white culprit, paint it out as what it is. Don't lie about it. And if it's a black person, don't lie about it either. But like, don't infer problems of other people onto another race that is already burdened with their own struggles, which is completely understandable, because like, race is a real issue and we cannot hide away and hide facts as if it doesn't exist. It does exist, and it fuels how news stories are delivered. Another interesting tale to the story, guys, is how apparently this boy is also, there's this post. Let me actually show you the post. This is the post. So in this post, we can see that he's talking about how he's finishing matric soon and he'd like to work with kids. This is the same boy who raped the 6-year-old at the Dros restaurant after watching the kid play in the play area. So there's a lot of speculation that this boy probably has done, has molested a lot of many other kids, probably cousins and nieces, which actually makes sense. Now that this revelation has happened, it would be of great inquiry to ask the nieces and nephews of this 21-year-old man, Nicholas Nino. I have to say his name. Anyway, yeah, so we have to name them, and I think it does make such a valid query as to like, has he done this before? And also that whole post about I love working with kids. After this revelation of information, it's quite important that we actually check out why does he actually love working with kids, because like, he's already molested a child they don't even know and dragged them into the bathrooms. Apparently this boy followed this man. It's not even a boy. Boys are 15, 13, 10 years old. Those are boys. This is a 21-year-old man. We have to get it right there. So apparently this 21-year-old man dragged this little girl, watched her as she went to the bathrooms, and then as soon as she got into the bathrooms, he went inside, dragged the little girl and took her to the men's bathrooms. There's actually a clip on YouTube of him found completely naked, and apparently when they found the little girl, she was bleeding. Her private parts were bleeding and she was shivering. So that's the latest story in shocking rape news in South Africa, and people are mad. Like, facts should be reported as facts. The truth should come out as it is, and we shouldn't be trying to paint bad pictures of certain races and their masculinities, especially because like, there's a tweet by Kim Seymour who was talking about how it's not in their culture. This is probably an Afrikaans woman. Yes, it seems like an Afrikaans woman. You can actually go verify on their timeline. I put the picture up for you. And they talk about how rape is not in their culture, as if rape is something that is instilled within the black culture. I mean, Like, white people don't want to make it about race when it concerns their race. We should just focus on matters as lightly, even though it is beneath it all still a racial issue. You can't separate race from any life experience. I don't think you can. And if you could, we wouldn't have the kind of problems that we have in this country surrounding race and inequality. Anyway, that's it from me today. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this update. From me, Glow Mummy, thank you so much. And yeah, subscribe for more updates like this. And yeah, I'm out. Have a lovely weekend.